I get excited about this guy when he comes on the phone. I don't get nervous. I just get excited because he's the type of guy that you just want to be around, and he's a national treasure. Although he's not even from this nation.
No.
David Beckham is with us. David, how are you, buddy?
I'm very well, and you?
Very good, thanks. So I assume you're wearing a shirt right now, right?
Of course.
All right, good.
Ryan. Why wouldn't he be? He sounds like he's in the car.
You have to understand, and David, you have to know that every time there's any sort of image of you in any magazine ever, these ads that you do, the girls they seem to think that I need it in front of me to host the radio show for some reason. So they tear them out and then they pin them up by their cubicles.
It sounds perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're welcome.
That's going to wake you up in the morning.
Yeah, no doubt. How have you been, brother?
Very well, very well. Busy, obviously, with, the last couple of weeks have been really busy. We had 3 games and 3 big games in 8 days, which took its toll a little bit. So
Yeah.
The last week I've been getting over those games and getting ready for the MLS final on Sunday.
Yeah, the MLS Cup final is this Sunday at Home Depot Center. It's sold out in, I think, just about 3 hours. What's your take on the game this weekend?
It's another tough game. I think whenever you reach a final, obviously both teams deserve it and both teams are going to play hard to win. So, Houston are a tough team. Every time we've played against them, it's always a good rivalry. It's always a good game. But we've had 3 tough games in the last 8 days. Like I said, they don't get any tougher than playing against New York, in New York, and then obviously against them in LA, and then obviously we had to come up against a team like Real Salt Lake, that also one of the best teams in the league. So we've got through, these games, we've done well, but, we want the big one.
Yeah, no doubt. Are you driving right now, David?
Yes, on the way to drop the kids off to school.
Yes. Well, I don't want to distract you too much, but a little bit. The big buzz.
Hands-free. I'm on hands-free.
Very smart. Very, very responsible. The big buzz is not only about what's happening on Sunday, but there's a lot of talk about you, obviously, and about your future with the Galaxy. So will this be the final game for you in a Galaxy uniform?
I honestly don't know at this point in time. Every time I've been asked about it, I've been honest. I think at the end of the day, I need to look how my body feels after this season, because, coming back after the injury that I had last season was difficult, was tough on my body. And I've said, I'll sit down with the family at the end of this season and over Christmas and just decide what I feel that I can do, whether it's continue to play, whether it's continue to play here, whether it's, just to stop playing and do something else. But, right now, I feel healthy enough, I feel good enough to continue to play. But, that could change.
Well, Ellen, how do you think his body's holding up?
I think just fine. I think probably gets better every year and stronger.
Thank you very much, Ellen.
David Beckham is with us. He's hands-free and wheels up with the kids on the way to school. Let's come back in just a second. A couple other things with David about the new edition, and also I want to get your find out what you're doing for Thanksgiving. Beckham with us. Hang on. David Beckham is with us. The MLS Cup final is Sunday at Home Depot Center. Galaxy taking on the Houston Dynamo. And I saw, David, that you put the kids' names on your cleats. Is that right?
Yeah, since we had our first with Brooklyn, I've been with Adidas for hundreds of years now. The first son I had with obviously Brooklyn, I put his name on the boot, and then I've got 4 kids now, so I am running out of space a little bit. But no, I have all the kids' names on the boot.
Yeah, if you want to, you got to look at this. There's not a lot of real estate left by the tongue of your shoe here. If you want to see it, I'm gonna put the picture up at RyanSeacrest.com. You got Brooklyn Romeo, you got Cruz, and the latest edition, Harper. How's baby Harper, David?
I mean, she's unbelievable. She's so beautiful. Having a little girl in the house, obviously with Victoria, is a whole different vibe now throughout our house. She's so chilled.
Yeah.
And the boys absolutely adore her. There's been no jealousy whatsoever since she was born, and they absolutely adore her. Everything they do revolves around her.
That's nice.
And how are you different with the baby girl versus the boys?
I mean, I think you have to be a little bit more tender with a little girl than with the boys. When they was young, when they was babies, you used to kind of throw them around and mess around with them. But with a little girl, they're so dainty, and I've said it before, she's so feminine. And I've never had that before, obviously, with 3 boys. So, everything she does is feminine. Her little noises, the way she drinks her bottle, the way she moves her hands, the way she smiles, everything is feminine. And that's amazing thing about having a girl.
How have you thought about the next few years? So she's a baby now, then she can talk, and then she's making the funny, she's repeating everything you say, and then she becomes a teenager, and then she starts to date. Have you thought about how protective of a father you're going to be?
She's 4 months old.
Listen, Ellen, we only talk to David once in a blue moon. I got to cover all my bases here.
I've tried to stay away from the whole teenage thing and the dating thing because...
Never too soon to think.
I know.
Is Brooklyn kind of approaching the girl kind of phase now?
He is, yeah. He's starting to notice girls. He's starting to, dress differently to impress the girls, which it's going to happen at some point. I'm a lot more comfortable with the boys doing it than... obviously when Harper's bigger and she's dating, but I'm lucky. I've got 3 boys that are so protective over her already. By the time she's dating, the boyfriend's going to have no chance whatsoever.
I heard that Justin Bieber offered to do a private concert for the boys in exchange for his private soccer lesson. Anything come of that?
I heard that, and the boys were so impressed with the fact that actually... apparently had been said, but no, we've met Justin so many times now, and the boys have been lucky enough to meet him. And when it was Romeo's birthday, I called up Justin's guy scooter, and I just said, is Justin in town because it's Romeo's birthday? I want to get an autograph signed. He said actually he's just doing his new Christmas album, which has only just come out, in the studio, which was in Hollywood. So he said, bring the kids down for a surprise. So the kids got to spend, a little bit of time with him, and he's so great with kids. We walked in, and we had Harper with us, and he literally, picked up Harper and wouldn't put her down the whole time we were there. So he's, obviously he's got a younger brother and a sister, and he's really amazing with the kids. But No concert in the house yet, but I'm working on it.
Well, this Sunday you can see David play if you got tickets. Lucky enough to be at the sold-out game at Home Depot Center. And then for us here in America, it's our tradition of Thanksgiving. I'd imagine you didn't grow up celebrating or observing Thanksgiving and eating turkey. Do you guys celebrate that now?
I didn't know anything about Thanksgiving until obviously we moved here, but we've celebrated it every year. We've either gone away for it or we've gone round to friends or with some family have been over, and we've gone to a hotel for Thanksgiving lunch. So this year I think we're going around a friend's house, so we're excited. We've adopted it, and we've adopted that holiday, and it's something we enjoy. Who doesn't like to eat as much as you can and then sit in front of the telly and watching football?
Absolutely, and for Victoria, it's good news. Black Friday starts on Thursday, so she can shop early.
Please don't tell her that, Ryan. You know how it is.
All right, brother. Thanks for the call. Good luck this weekend, man. I'll talk to you soon.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye, David.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.